Hello, and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 23rd, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I open my heart to the possibilities and adventures of living. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to be in heart opening expansion mode. We have this moon moving into Taurus, but a lot of stuff going on this week, today and this week. So this may be a little long one, and definitely check out our GPS coming out later on Monday to really dig into some of the juiciness of what's going on this week. The moon shifting into Taurus, I think, is a great way to start the day. Moon in Taurus can connect us into the sensuality of being, the sensuality of living. So by that I mean open up your shades. Mine are all closed right now, but open up the shades and look at the colors of the universe. Look at the colors of the world. Check out the snow, the crystalline snow out there, or the beautiful flowers, or the trees, or the sky, or the clouds, whatever is in your view, and let it open you to appreciation of nature. And let that expand your heart, because you will be called to expand. And this week will definitely be part of that energy, that calling to expansion. So start your day with that. And then, smell the fresh air, pet your cat or your dog. Enjoy the senses of life that nature has given you with the moon in Taurus. So that being said, to start your day, we're moving into some interesting stuff this week. We have a full moon building in Gemini. And a full moon, the moon, she hides parts of herself, much of the time. But the full moon is when she comes out and here it all is. She airs all the dirty laundry. And so the full moon can definitely do that in ourselves. That's what sometimes when I'm like, the crazy is rising, that stuff that we've hidden away, it comes up to be dealt with. And we feel it emotionally with the full moon. So we're building to that on Wednesday. And we're also building to the first of 3 Saturn Neptune squares. And so Saturn and Neptune are kind of like opposing forces. They're different, they have very different vibrations. But I always say, I believe that these planetary aspects and the planets in general are always helping us in our own process. So Saturn and Sagittarius, we're looking at our belief system. We're looking at these truths that we've held on to. We're looking at kind of like the lessons that have come from these truths, and maybe the lessons in expanding our beliefs, moving beyond what we thought we knew. So we've been working through that in Saturn and Sagittarius. And Neptune and Pisces, we've been looking at how spirit, miracles, plays a part in our life. So Saturn is kind of practical, and Neptune, in society is not as practical. However, when these guys square, Saturn and Neptune square, as we're aiming, we're taking aim into those infinite possibilities, as we're shifting our beliefs, shifting those truths, we may get frustrated that we're not getting the immediate miracles that we desire. As humans, we're like, now, right now. And so this square might show us some of that resistance that is within us. I think it also could show us, some of what we're all working through with the state of the world right now. It can feel scary how the world is moving forward right now. And so, there's Saturn, that reality, it's very interesting, with people holding these truths, like this is the truth, you must do it. And then there's Neptune, which is like spirit, we're all one, forgiveness, compassion, love. And what I encourage, and I'm going to talk about this more through this week as we reach this square, which is going to actually happen on Thanksgiving, how interesting. Something that is real is our thoughts, and the energy our thoughts actually create. There is scientific proof about the energy field that our mind creates, and even bigger than that, the energy field that our heart creates. So what I encourage you through today's astro, through all this stuff, how can you be conscientious of these real things that your heart and mind are creating, these energy fields, and walk around with them consciously, because that's where the change is going to happen. I think that's one of the scariest things about this world, is we have that illusion, Neptune, that we're powerless to change the world, but we're not. And it's recognizing that, yes, your heart energy is a real thing. Yes, your mind energy is a real thing. So pay attention to this. And that's going to help you today because we have more of this relationship stuff going on. We have Venus in Libra opposing Uranus. And so what we may find with that is that we're being called to expand in love. Love for ourselves, love with our relationship with ourselves, and then in love with others. Uranus does tap us into all of humanity, but it also taps us into our vibration, our singular vibration in all of humanity. And when you can show up and love yourself as you are, you're better able to be like, hey, that person over there, they're just being who they are too. And that one over there, they're just being who they are too. They're in their process. And acceptance would be an amazing thing for this world to finally really grasp. So we get to work through that in our own relationships today. And then in alignment with that, we have Venus connecting to Chiron. So Venus in Libra is connecting to Chiron, the wounded healer. The wounded healer always says, healer, heal thyself. Look at yourself. Look at what needs to be healed in you. What needs to be healed in your relationship with you? And you may get a reflection of that from outside relationships. If you're feeling any tension in outside relationships, take it back. Look at yourself and see what needs to be healed in me. What can I do for myself? Because that will authentically shift your relationships. It's amazing how it happens. We then have the moon connecting to Neptune. I'm actually really relieved with that. I feel like that's a nice portal for miracles, a little portal maybe from some mystical messages. I think we're needing some help. I feel like we all need help with what's going on right now with the astro and with the world. And so Spirit's like, hey, we're here with you. We've got your back. Everything is okay. So I love that connection. And a few other things for today. Such a big day. Mars in Libra is connecting to Saturn in Sagittarius. There's actually like a Mars yod going on for part of the day. So Mars is actually a big part, I think, of the relationship equation today. Mars in Libra, reminding us it's okay to honor your desires. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to follow your passion. And of course, we have to balance this out in relationship, but any relationship that you're in, there's a way to still fulfill your desires. And this is about authentic soul desires. This isn't just about like on the surface escapist desires. It's really about getting real with yourself and opening to the reality. That's the Saturn in there. The reality of your soul. And what is your responsibility to your soul, your relationship with your soul, your relationship to your soul path, which is where those desires, like the authentic desires, stem from. We also have, last thing I'm going to mention today, Mercury's at 4 degrees today. So Mercury, 4 degrees, Uranus degree, Mercury may be playing some games. I'm feeling the trickiness. Allow patience. Recognize this, that Uranus energy in conversations with your relationships, conversations with yourself, conversations with your higher self. Recognize when Uranus comes in, it's meant to evolve. It's that evolution, revolution. But sometimes in the process, because change is not always easy for us, we can be triggered in it. So if you're feeling triggered, be like, okay, I need to shift my understanding. Shift your understanding and look at how maybe some old beliefs, old truths that aren't true for you anymore may be holding you back. So, to the cards. The first little 2 cards I pulled, I love this. I feel like this is the Saturn Neptune square. And here is Neptune, abundance, free love, Zorba the Buddha. And he's like, hey, it's all good, baby. You got your path, I got mine. You do your thing, I'll do mine. And we'll all just enjoy ourselves and live the path of our soul. And meanwhile, here's how we get. Like, we get into this place of control. Like, it has to be this way. It's not safe for me if it's not this way. So we're working with these energies in ourselves as we build to this square. Who do you want to be? What feels better? What feels yum? I love when I get into this place of like just allowing. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch the miracles unfold. And so how do we get into that place? Well, we got to allow the change. The world is changing. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. Stuff is shifting right now, and that can be very uncomfortable. But your guides, your inner voice is there with you. helping you. You know which way to go. You got to slow down, get quiet, tap into that heart Taurus energy. That's what it is. Heart Taurus energy that's coming out. Tap into your guides. Your guides that are deep in your gut. Your guides that are coming through your third eye and your crown. Listen. You will be guided. And I promise you, everything is always working out for you, and everything is always okay. It really is. So, that's it for today. But book a reading, few more days of these $11 off any reading. Email me for details, and I will send you a a PayPal invoice. And I still am doing, I'm doing paintings, the custom birth chart paintings, and I have gift certificates available. So if you'd like to purchase a reading for somebody this holiday season, now is a great time to purchase that because you can get $11 off any reading that you choose, and I will send you a beautiful gift certificate. Do I have it here? No, I don't. So that's it for today. Happy Monday. Happy Sagittarius, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.